Here we go. Good morning. Let me mute you guys. Here we go. Today is March 7th. It's my daughter's birthday in a couple days. Yay. It's always a good day when your kids have a birthday, right? You remember where you were, you remember what you were doing. Okay, so we're going to use a TheraBand today and have a good time. Yeah, because we haven't met in a week. Oh my God, my place is a mess. All right, here we go. So, have a seat. Bring the band across your lap. I'm going to take off this jacket. We're going to start with side bends because I love starting with side bends. So we're going to go up and over. And we're going to go both ways. Right side, left side. Nice big breaths. Make sure everything's out of your way. You don't smack into anything. No counters or chairs or tables. One more time. Good. And then we're just going to kind of twist a little bit. So I'm going to move up a little so I can do this. I'm just going to rotate around my base here. Let my arms move. Two more breaths. One more time. Good. Hands across the chest. Elbows right down by the bottom of the ribs. On the exhale, you're going to curl forward, going towards your legs, and then come back up. So since my feet are firmly on the floor and I'm sitting closer to the front edge, I can get my elbows all the way down. If you're sitting back here, that may not be a possibility. It all depends on where you're sitting. So figure out where you want to stick your body and start doing that curl forward and up. I need to lower this down a little bit. Inhale, fill the body with air on the way up when your lungs are able to stretch out and down. And then when you go forward, you exhale because you're kind of crunching in here, which kind of facilitates that squeezing of the air out. One more time. Good. We'll drop the right hand, keep the left hand on the chest, right here at the sternum. We're going to go over the side and come up. I want you to think about opening up this side of the body here. So your lungs are that lung on that side is going to push out into that side. So again, you're going to inhale when you go over. Opening up that side with the lung. One more time. And then we go over here. Two more. One more time. Good. Bring the band over the front of the knees. Kind of make it even from side to side. See if you can bring your legs right next to each other. Again, figure out where you want to sit. I'm going to go up a little bit closer to the edge of the chair. So when you start to create tension with your band by pulling backwards, your body will start to kick in and turn on and get nice and stable and straight and active and alive. So pull back and forward. Inhale, pull back. And you don't have to over breathe. I'm being very dramatic with my breath. So you don't have to breathe too heavy. I'm actually getting a little bit dizzy because I'm moving so much air in and out. Last two. One more time. Good, I'm just gonna do the right side, so I'm gonna hold the left side still, and I'm gonna add a little bit of a twist backwards. So as I pull back, I'm gonna look back in that direction, maybe give myself a little bit extra band while I do this. Twist and pull back. Twist and pull back. Good. 3 more. Last time. Go ahead and switch to the other side. Twist and pull back. Yeah, last 2. Pull. One more time. Pull back and in. Good. Slide this underneath your legs for me. Okay, just let it drape across your legs here for a second. So you're going to bring your arms out in front, thumbs facing upwards. You're going to lift the arms up and down and lift. So just check on your shoulders and see if they feel okay with this. And go ahead and test this really high reach here. It's okay if your spine moves around. If it goes forward and back a little bit, that's totally fine. 2 more. Woo. Last one, up and down. Good, roll the shoulders back. Wiggle around a little bit. So we're gonna add tension to that movement. So if your band is here, that's about as high up as my arms can go before I start to kind of struggle with it. But if I let the band be longer, right, that means it won't touch my legs. But when I start to lift, I'll be able to get my arms all the way up, right? And the band will fall down and then it'll come back behind my legs again. Inhale up, exhale down. So you create the tension that you want. If you don't like it, you can do it without any tension. You just let the band go. Inhale, exhale. Yes, it's definitely a little bit of shoulder work here. 2 more. Up. One more time, up. Woo, and down, cross. Okay, make a cross. I'm moving up on my chair again. I'm gonna pull on the band so that my knees get closer together. And then I have to pull out. Now, if I were to take this band around one more time, your band may not be long enough to do that. It gives me more resistance of my legs, so I have to really work much harder to, once you go around twice, it's much more challenging. If you don't have the space, just go around once, out, in, out, in, out. 5, 4, 3, I'm barely holding the band, 2, and 1, rest. Let's all get on the same page because I want to do more of those. So unwrap it, start on the top, go under. Then everybody will have the ability to keep your legs really close. I'm actually going to wrap it on the top again too. Okay. Again, out and in. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Hold here. Hold, 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 hold. Come back in. So you're going to keep pushing out into the tension for a hold count of 5, getting into the side of the hips. Okay. I'm gonna make this super challenging for myself by really making this tight, right? So my legs have to work super hard to get out into that position. All right, so hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back in. I'm not opening my legs super wide. It's just a couple inches. Hold. About 8 inches. 3, 4, 5, back in. Rest. Out, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, back in. Okay, so now we're gonna do a set of 3 where you're gonna hold, but we're gonna move the leg just a little bit. It's just gonna go in and out just a little bit. A little bit of hip work here. So if we were doing bridges from the floor, this is kind of what we'd be working on too. All right, so out. So you're gonna go 5, 4, very small. 3, 2, 1, back in, rest, push out, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come back in. One more time, push out and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and back in. Nice. Unwrap. Bring the band behind your chest. You're down here on the bottom of your ribs. I want you to tie it in front of you. Don't tie it in a knot. Tie it so you can feel it, right? You can feel it against the side of your ribs. Hands on your knees. You're going to expand the lungs to the sides. Inhale. So you feel the tension of the band against the side ribs, and then exhale, close. Inhale. 5 times. Two more. So I'm definitely taking deep breaths. One more time. Hand here. I want your breath to get past here. I want it down here and down here. So if you put your hands here, make sure your breath goes down past your fingertips. So there's not a lot of this when you breathe, right? You don't have to shrug your shoulders. Just send your breath past your hands. One more time. Good. Untie this. I'm going to scoot back so I'm closer to the back of my chair. Then I'm going to lean back. So that's going to help me keep the band in place. I'm going to reach out and grab the band where my arms are straight. So this way, if I drop my arms, my band doesn't fall because I'm leaning against it. So I'm going to come up, circle and down. Lift, circle and down. So I've decided I think I'd like this a little bit tighter. So I'm going to take my hands a little bit higher up on the band. Lift. Inhale. Now we'll reverse. We'll come up, come front and down. Two more. One more time. And down. Good. Slide the band out. Go underneath your right foot for me. Try to spread the band out across the bottom of your foot. So it's not bunched up, right? You want to have it as wide as you can. So it's nice and wide across the bottom of my foot. I'm going to use the band to help me lift and lower my leg. How much you want to use it is up to you. Up and down, bending the knee joint. 3 more. Let's stay up. I'm gonna give myself a little bit more space with my arms, and I'm just gonna pull my arms backwards. Trying to get into the back of those shoulder blades, keeping the leg lifted for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms in. You want to reach down a little bit closer to my foot, giving me lots of tension. Then I can start to move my ankle back and forth into the band. Adding some circles here. Hands are pretty relaxed. I'm not over gripping the band. It'll stick in your hands. It's the nature of the material. Switch directions. Good. Leg lowers down. Leg comes back up. We're going to do hundreds in a seated position. We're going to do it with the leg up. We're going to do 50 on one side and then we'll do 50 on the other, and we'll break it up. So I'm going to hold my leg up. The band is going to help me. I'm going to bring my arms to the side and I'm going to pump my arms backwards, inhaling for 5, exhaling for 5. I'm using that nice big quadricep muscle on the front of my leg at the top. Shoulders are open, neck is relaxed. A lot of back of the arm. Woo, one more set. In for 5. Out for 5. Arms reach, leg down. Slide that other foot in there. Okay. Utilizing the band. Straighten and bend the knee. Up and down. Two more. 9 and 10. We'll keep the leg up. We'll go out to the side a little bit and pull back. This is 5, 7, and last one. Good. Arms come down. All right. So we're going to go into the arm circles. Should we do those? No. I'm forgetting what we did. Sorry. Circles with the foot. So I'm going to reach down a little bit closer to my foot, and I'm going to flex and flex. Push into the band, flex the foot, push. One more time. Add the circles. And reverse those. 5. So now you can put your leg down. So we'll finish up our hundreds on this side. Leg comes up, arms come back, pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Good. I'm going to scoot forward, placing both feet on top of the band. All right, so we're going to practice first, and then we're going to add this in, okay? So, because some people need to put their hands on the chair to stand. So put that down. So if that's your situation, you know, use your hands on your chair to stand up, okay? And then sit back down. Stand up and sit down. We'll do 5, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we'll make it a little bit more challenging for those of you who want to do that. We're going to pick the band up. It's going to stay under your feet. And you're going to make it as tight as you want, right? So if it's not super tight, it's not so much of a big deal to stand up. I get a little bit of tension here, right? But I can't use my hands, right? So if you're somebody who has to use your hands, then this is not an option for you, right? If I want to make it more challenging, I'm going to reach down closer to my feet so that as I stand up, this gets tighter, right? There's less stretch. All right. So that forces my upper body and the rest of my body to work against this tension. So stand up and come down and lift. Yep, 3 more. So whatever you're doing, whatever variation, we'll end up standing. Now, if you had to use your hands and you don't have the band under your feet, do me a favor and put it under at least one of your feet. It doesn't matter. You can have it under both or just one. Doesn't really matter, okay? So we're standing on it. You're gonna cross. All right, make an X. Okay, I'm gonna stand up straight for this. I'm gonna pull my elbows back. So they just kind of lift up. It's not my shoulders that lift up. It's my elbows that lift up. Pull. So my arms kind of go wide, right? And I go into this like up, down, upside down W. 3 more. Last one. Good. All right. That's effective, isn't it? Uncross. Again, it doesn't matter whether you're standing on both feet on the band or one. Let's do some bicep curls. We're doing a lot of arms, right? Bend, straighten. Bringing the hands up towards the shoulders. You're gonna hang out there just for a second. Just hang out there and then slowly go down and up. Just hang out there and down. Is my head cut off? 3, from my point of view it is. And 2. And one more time. Up and lower, down. Good, roll those shoulders back. One more time. Yes, good. All right, let one side go. Step out of that. And go to the side of your chair. Kind of, you can use your counter if you want. All right, so I'm going to put the band on the floor. I'm going to stand on it. Okay, both feet. I'm going to bring the band across to the other side. So your counter's there, right? If you need it, your counter, your chair is there. This should be fine. You got both feet down, shouldn't be a problem. We're going to go across like so. So I'm drawing the sword. And I'm gonna add a twist to the back, right? So I'm gonna draw the sword, twist back. Last 2. Good. Reverse the hand. Hand on the chair for balance. I'm back to the right hand. I'm going to give myself plenty of strap. I'm not going to start down here where I'm struggling, okay? So I'm going to lift up gonna side bend towards my stable whatever and down. And you know what? If you don't want this to hit you in the face, then kind of sneak it behind your elbow there. Otherwise, it's just gonna come up, come close to you, which is okay. Over. Lift, get that side up absolutely as tall as you possibly can, and then go towards your chair. So this whole right side gets super long from your foot all the way down up to your fingertips. Last two, lift. One more time, up and lift. And down, good. All right, I want to do some side leg lifts here, which is going to involve you bringing this over here. So make sure your chair doesn't move. Mine moves pretty easy, so I gotta be aware of that, right? So I'm gonna trap the band under my hand so it can't move. I'm gonna let this leg lift up, right? So I'm gonna lean over a little bit and lift, and lean and lift. So moving that band outward to the side, more hip. If you're confident and you would like to not hold on, you can do it without holding on, okay? It's a balance thing, so just be aware that you will have to challenge your balance to do this. Let's do 3 more. 2. One more time. Yes. Good, I'm gonna put my hand back on the chair again. This time I'm gonna go backwards a little bit into the back corner of the room. So I'm gonna kick back. So I'm like, that's not tight enough. Let's make that a little bit tighter, a little more challenging. Kick. And again, I'm gonna let my body kind of move forward and back while I do this. That'll allow me to get my leg up a little bit higher. 3 more. Last one. Good. So we're going to ask our leg to kind of hang out up there for like 3 counts and then come back down. Okay. Again, you can lean forward into that a little bit if you want. Just you judge, right? Make sure your balance is good. So I'm going to lean forward a little, hold for 3, and then come back down. Lift and hold. Come back down. We got 5 of these. Lift and hold. Hold. Then we're going to do the other side. Lift and hold. And down. Good. Step my feet out. I'm going to take it over here. Let's do a little kind of a decompression thing before we go to the other side. So hands on the top of the chair. Let me show you what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to walk back a little bit. So I'm standing away from it and I'm going to curl and extend and curl. Where'd all that snow come from? Curl and open up your chest. 2 more. One more time. Good, and then we're going to do a little foot ankle exercise. So you're going to releve, which means you come up onto your toes and you lower down and you lift. This works the lower leg muscles, the ankles, the bottom of the feet, the toes. If you can get up nice and high, bending those toes, do so. If you can't, that's totally okay. Get up as high as you can. 4 more. 4. And 3. 2. One more time. And up. Good. Bend your knee, bend your knee, bend your knee. Heel towards your butt. One more time. Good. Opposite side. So I need to stand on the band, and I need the long side to be out here on this side. I need both feet on there. Move back a little bit so you can see my feet. There we go. Okay, so we started with drawing the sword, right? Chair's here. I go to my other hand, hand on the hip. I'm just going to start by pulling back. I need to test my tension. I don't want too much because I want to be able to get all the way back there, right? So you bring your arm out and over the top of your chair. So we're going to reach. If twisting or turning your head does not help your balance, then go ahead and just leave it at this, right? And I'm going to add a rotation back. This movement comes right from the middle of the back of my shirt. Let's do two more. Back. And one more time. And back. Good. Transfer to the other hand. Now we're going to get super long on this side. On this left side. Hand on the chair. Arm comes up. Remember, you can sneak it behind your elbow if you don't want it smacking you in the face. Reach. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Reach. Reach all the way up from my foot. Yeah, my shoulder comes up a little bit. Yes, because it's reaching too. 3 more, up and over. Woo, one more. Yes, and down. Good. Coming back across, hand on the chair. When we do these ones where you have to put your band underneath your hand, you want your chair a little bit in front of you or your body a little bit behind the chair. You don't want yourselves right next to each other. All right, so now I'm going to use this tension here to move this leg out to the side. Hand on the hip, lift. So I'm going to make this a touch tighter, so I have to work a little bit harder. You gauge your tension, lift. And again, I'm going to move my body. So I'm going to lean towards the chair, rocking on my hips. Four more. One more time. And in. Now we're going to go slightly backwards into the corner. Back. So on the other side, we had a couple of reps to the side where we didn't hang on. We didn't do that on this side, but what we're going to do on this side is if you want to take your hand off the chair for this one, you can. So again, be confident that you're not going to knock yourself over. So what I'm going to do is take my hand off. So when my leg goes back, my arm's going to go forward. Okay, so I'm going to go like that. So this is going to pull you from corner to corner. So just be very sure that you're stable, right? Back. Technically, you could turn around and do it the other way and put your hand on the chair, but 3, 2 more, hold. One more time, up and hold and come down. Good. Take your feet out. So we did a little cat-cow holding the back of the chair in the beginning just a moment ago. We're going to do a little cat-cow with the hands on the top of the chair. If you would rather stay up on the top, certainly can stay there. Otherwise, hands are going to go down to the top of the chair. I'm going to organize my body in a nice 90-degree angles at my hip and my shoulders. And then I'm going to get my spine to move in between. My leg bones kind of roll around in my hips. I can feel that. My guts lift up as my hips curl under. Two more. Good. From this rounded position, I'm going to kind of scoop back towards my heels a little bit so that I can come up to standing. Okay. We're going to add a little knee in and out to that exercise. So if you want to do it standing, we do like this. So we do a little curl and an extension and a little curl like that. If you want to do it with your hands on the top of the chair, you can do it from a plank position. Or you can do it from this L shape too. So I can curl and touch, or I can make it more challenging by walking my legs out, curl, out, curl, out. So pick your position, okay? We're gonna do 10. So either standing, hands on, or in plank. Ready? Here we go. I'm using my right leg. In, back, five, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Walk to the chair if you're in that position, and then come up to standing. Arms lift, inhale. Exhale, arms down. Good. I'm going to go to the other side. So you would stay on the same leg, right? You can alternate. Stay on the same leg. Sorry, I didn't mention that. If you alternated last time, alternate again. Okay. So because I went to the other side of the chair, then that means my leg closest to you is the one that's going to move. Right? So you remember, you have your option to stand in the back, option to stay in this kind of boxy shape, or you can go to your plank. Okay, so I'm going to stay in the boxy shape for this second set. All right, so we have 10 of these. I want your spine moving, and I want your leg reaching out. So if you can keep it off the floor, that's a little bit of a bonus. All right. All right, here we go. Knee in, exhale. Inhale, reach. In. We're at 6. One more. Whoops. And in. Good. Round yourself up. Arms up, inhale. And exhale. Down. Great. Find your strap. How you guys doing? Good? Hands are gonna strap's gonna go behind you. Carol's dancing. Strap goes behind you. And we're gonna sit back down. All right. Want to do some twisting. So I'm going to hold the band in my hands. I'm just going to open my arms up out to the side. I'm going to feel the band against the back of my ribs here, about the middle of my shirt, right about the middle between the top and the bottom. And then if I pull my arms forward a little bit, I feel it press against me, right? So then I'm going to twist to one side and twist to the other side. Twist, twist, one more each way. Twist and twist. Bring the arms in. Let the arms relax for a moment. Then we're just going to reach out and in 5 times. So reach out, elbows in. 2, 3, 4, 5, elbows in. There's some kind of emergency response going on outside. I'm going to scoot forward to the front edge of the chair, bring my legs together. So this is going to give me a little bit more freedom to twist because the back of my chair isn't in my way. Feel free to stick with wherever you need to stay. Arms reach, twist, twist. One way, then the other. I'm pulling that band from right in the middle of my shirt here, not at the ears, not at the tops of the shoulders. So really wide expansiveness of my arms. Come in and hold. So I got the opportunity to see a lot of osprey in where I was, and like some fishing, osprey fishing, and their wingspan is just like, and they do everything with this, right? So powerful and beautiful. All right, legs are open. I'm going to trap the band under this knee. Okay. And then I'm going to reach across in that direction. This would be if you don't use the band, you're going to reach across. If you use the band, it's just going to go under your thumb here. And I'm going to feel this pull against my back, right? From this hip over to this armpit. Kind of mimicking those rotation muscles. So reach, come back. So you can exhale that way, inhale that way, I don't really care. And because my feet are firmly on the floor, this applies to anybody whose feet are really on the floor, you can let this hip come up a little bit. So you can actually reach a tiny bit further. Two more. And back home. We're going to go to the other side. Just like to know if there's fire engine on my block or not. All right, so I'm a little bit lower on this hip, a little bit higher under the armpit. Hold the band underneath my hand, can't go anywhere. Find the tension I'm looking for while I reach across. So I might test it first a couple times and then decide if I want it tighter or not. All right, legs are wide, hip can pop up a little bit if you want. Reach over. It's nice to be able to do this sitting because you can make the movement super big. Four more. Again, I'm not in my ears. I'm not in my shoulders. I'm reaching from underneath my armpit. One more time. And back. Yes. All right. Just let that rest there. Arms lift. Bring the hands together up above you. Curl into that. Lift up. Bring your arms down. Arms up. Hands one on top of the other. Round your body. lift your body, bring your arms down. One more time, lift up, round your body, lift your body, and bring it down. Hands on the knees. So we're gonna bend and forward, back and forward, back and forward. So my ribs move back, my ribs come forward. Spine is gonna follow that action. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, everybody can, if you can turn to your side, you're going to turn to your side. Take this away. Okay, figure out how you can do this. Arm in front, curl back, reach forward. Exhale, tuck and curl back, and reach forward. So this arm stays out here so that I can balance out my movement. Good. So I'm going to add, so the leg, the same leg that the reaching arm is, I'm going to add that if you want, right? This, again, this is going to throw you off balance a little bit because one of your anchors is coming off the floor, right? So twist, exhale back. Two more, curl back. One more time, curl back and come up. Good, let's go to the other side. I might have to end a couple minutes early, just, you don't need to know why, just I might have to. So after this little set, we're gonna call it a day. Breathe in, exhale, back, little twist, and up, and back. Duty calls. Family first, right? Two more, reach back. Option is to add the leg. So you're gonna reach back. Three. And 2. And 1, and front. Hands on the knees, round your back, pull your chest forward, exhale, round, pull forward, and one more time, exhale, round, and pull forward. I have a question. How long is my stretchy band? My stretchy band, because I buy them by a roll. I don't buy the ones, so it's pretty long. See, it's taller than I am. You can buy rolls of it instead of the pre-cut ones, which will give you the opportunity to make it as long as you want. Does that answer your question? I think you can buy like 8-foot rolls on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
It's nice to have like a little bit more band. All right, I gotta check in with my son here. So thanks, you guys.
Is there one weight that's better, red, green? It doesn't matter, or what?
I think red or green is good.
Okay.
Anything lighter is gonna be, anything heavier kind of tends to get in the neck and stuff. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, you guys.
Copy. Want a copy?
All right.
Thank you, Susie. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.